Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where I'm going to be checking out a little bit more of one of our channel favourites, WAGAKKI band. Now this is a band who as I said this every one of their videos, definitely check out more of us doing their videos if you like the band as well. But basically this is a band, I just love the fact that they fuse two of my favourite things. You know, good sort of creative rock with pop sensibility, admittedly, and traditional Japanese instruments, which I think is a perfect fusion, always have done. Actually, that was three things. Anyway, really love this band, and I've been checking out their songs, and I've loved almost all of them. They've basically been from, I really like this, to, oh my god, this song is unbelievable, which for a channel like this, where we deliberately try to break things down and be critical where we can, even if we love something, and try to actually have an interesting conversation, that's quite a statement. Anyway, I'm going to listen to another song by them now. Obviously, you know what it is because you clicked on the link already, but it's two kanji, and from what I can tell the name is something to do with weather, but I don't know, cloudy or snowy or something. Let me start it off. Sorry, I'm getting a bit close and getting into your personal space. I need to lean forwards to press the start button. Avex. Does that mean I'm going to get sued? Oh, nice. Colourful start.
あやなす霧に降るささめ雪満ちてはかけてゆく月の光
Gotta love her voice. And Koto. Two of my favourite sounds together. I'm really glad that didn't come in too heavy. It looked like they were going to come in heavy there, but the sound was already so nice and developed in a delicate way. Beautiful. Good that they've been restrained. I love that play between the vocal melody and the chord pattern there. That's a brilliant run. Perfect use of the taiko, perfect. Oh, it's all working. God damn it. Is this one of their cover songs or one of their originals? I mean, let me know, but either way, they're making my job difficult again. I love that melody. The play between the melody and the chord, the juxtaposition, almost. Oh, solo. Oh, it's another one which ends early. Ah, crikey. Alright. I know how this works. I have to go back and I have to check out the whole thing, won't I? Well, anyway, let's start with what I listened to there. I do need to check when they do these shortened videos, but that was slightly annoying because I was really enjoying that. And this is the difficult thing about this band. When it's one of their really good ones, and I've got to admit, that to me was coming across as one of the ones of theirs that I really love. And I'll explain why as we go through this, but it makes me feel like one of those YouTubers. I try not to be one of those ones who just kisses ass and goes, oh, this is amazing, wow. I don't want to be that guy, but this band sometimes makes me feel like that. So what makes this so good? Because I really like that. Well, first of all, I'm going to go on a hunch here, based on some of the conversations we've had, actually, so an informed hunch, and suggest that's probably one of their newer original songs, because we were always talking about the visual K image with them, and definitely in their older work they had a very visual K image, and more recently that apparently has gone away a little bit, and they've kind of looked a bit more normal, which I've got to admit, I kind of like, because the visual kei thing I always find really distracting. So they just kind of look like a normal band in this for the best part, so I'm assuming this is a more recent one. Now, I really hope this is a self-written, more recent one, because the whole feel of this is very mature. Now, the reason I say that is, I'm going to start with the arrangement before anything else. The arrangement, like I say, there was that moment where a more immature band, and by more immature I mean most bands by comparison, could have come in and really said, okay, we've built up an intro and now slam, loud guitars. And that wouldn't have worked, because immediately it would have been a crushing overload, and all of the intricate sounds that have made the intro so beautiful would have been destroyed. You know, that koto mixed with the vocal, mixed with the little sounds sort of coming in and the drums sort of building up. That would have all been destroyed if it had suddenly just turned rock. What this did instead is it built up in a more of an organic and honest way, in that suddenly rather than everything being heavy and played loud, suddenly it was just flushed. All of these other sounds fit perfectly into their own places. Just lots of things came in to complement, rather than an attempt to impact you. It was more of an attempt to just fill your palate at once. So, I guess it's the difference between, you know, a heavy metal moment would have been like eating an extremely spicy curry, whereas this is kind of more like eating some, I don't know enough about food, I have to ask James, but something which is just washed with flavours, like a really good sushi or tempura or something like that, you know, it's a sushi roll with like a million beautifully mixed flavours. It was like that. It wasn't heavy. It hit you more as a wow, what a feast of sound has suddenly come in. And, you know, things like the taiko drum was playing, you know, you had the boom, 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 but that was nicely mixed down low, so it kind of, rather than you think of a taiko drum, you think of impact, you think of bam, 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 but instead it came across as this sort of gentle, energetic, enthusiastic rumble underneath the song. You had all of the sounds, the shamisen, the little stringed instrument, the Japanese stringed instrument, the shakuhachi, the flute instrument, they were all filling in their spaces to the point where there was so much where you almost couldn't comprehend it all at once, and yet it was all working. It didn't feel like an overload. And the guitars were there as well, and that's what I love about them. They have the guitar to give it that rock edge, and the drums to give it that edge as well, but they're kept at the right level. They don't take this sort of assumption that a lot of bands have, that people are just there for the bass, guitar and drums and everything else is complementary. This is a band where everything is kept on equal footing and mixed respectfully that way. You know, they really make it work. And that was beautiful. The chorus, admittedly, the chorus didn't really stand out to me hugely, especially considering the verse. I loved the verse. I just loved the way you had that sort of descending sort of progression of the melody and the chord pattern, but they beautifully, as they kind of moved down together, but just sort of harmonizing at the right level, the right sort of a counter between the backing chords and the melody to keep it really interesting and really engaging. Just loved the way that worked from a simple writing perspective. Yeah, everything about that was a feast for the ears, really full on. As it went into the solo, that worked brilliantly as well. Just a lot of things that are very enjoyable to the ear happening in that song. So much so that it's almost, like I say, it's almost difficult to pick out individual things. It's just the effect of everything working at once. And most of the things I'd say about this I've already said in their previous songs, like the decisions to move instruments around. When you get to their solos, they never, you know, a lot of other bands, I've said this before, you know, you take your average metal band and they go, oh, we're going to have a solo in this song. And it kind of is uninspiring, even if the musician's great, because it's just kind of like, well, we know what we're going to get. There's no real surprise here. And even though WAGAKKI band have their formula as well to a certain degree, it's the fact that when they get into their bridges, if it's going to be a solo type bridge, every couple of bars it shifts. It's like, is the shamisen going to come first? Is the guitar going to come first? Is the shakuhachi going to come first? Is the koto going to come first? How are they going to back it up? Is it going to be one where it goes quiet for the koto? Or is it going to be one where the guitar is playing loud under the koto and the koto's leading a rock offensive? I mean, there's so many various combinations of things they can do with their instrumental layout, and they do them, and they're brilliant, and they flow perfectly each time. They use them to accent the emotion of the song. It's very, very hard to pick any holes in this, and if I'm honest with you, I can't really pick anything beyond the fact that, okay, there's not really a memorable chorus to this, but the fact that it leaves me with a feeling, whether I haven't heard the whole song, it leaves me with a feeling of, oh god, I definitely want to hear this again, or I want to hear the actual whole song. what could be better than that? You know, so to me, it is an example of why I really like them. As always, I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, so get in there and give me your suggestions. The big thing about this channel, we love comments. We love to have a discussion here. You can discuss things with everyone else. You can discuss them with me. I read all the comments, even if I don't have time to reply to them all. But if you want to get really involved, then obviously remember we've got our Reddit where you can drop like suggestions directly to me for checking out reviews. Obviously, check out to see if we've reviewed it before, because we've got almost like 500 videos now. And on our Discord, we have discussions all the time, the Facebook, the Twitter. And if you really like what we do, obviously remember we've got a Patreon, and we're going to try and offer more and more gifts on there. So please do sign up and help us, because we don't make any money from this. But yeah, seriously, thank you so much for tuning in. Really love this. Can't wait to hear more by them. They're the band who keeps on giving. And I know there's always an element of bias to these things, but if, like me, they just fit to your taste, then another brilliant song by a brilliant band. I'm sorry, I can't. I would love to give you something more creative and informative to say, but I really can't pick any holes in this song from what I've heard, except for, like I say, the lack of a standout chorus. But I guess you can't expect that from every song. And what a beautiful video as well. But again, it's almost take it for granted. If this was the first video I saw by any band, I go, wow, it's amazing. But for them, it's like, yeah, all your videos are pretty beautiful, actually. Well, most of them. So yeah, I'm just really, really impressed. So one thing I will just point out, in case I think you guys can see the reflections of my glasses, you wouldn't believe some of the things that because behind my computer there's a television, it's mainly to illuminate because this room is quite dark, and at the moment they have like not the Olympics but like some sort of preliminary athletics event, and it's just watching lots of European people running around and jumping and throwing javelins and discuses and things, and great time to be alive. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, as I say, and hopefully, obviously, check out more of our videos, but hopefully I'll see you soon. But for now, from Japan, thank you so much, and ciao, ciao.